just joining, here are the things that you need. If you don't have a block, you'll need a book, a stuffed animal, or a pillow, or a ball. If you don't have a weight, you could use a can. But maybe you don't use anything and you just kind of see how it goes as we go along. Hi everybody. I'll get started in like 1 more minute just to get people to see that I'm posting and to join me. Again, my name's Ashley. I'll be doing 60-minute power yoga today. So you do what you can do. If you need to take a break, take a break. I might die. We'll see. I hope you guys don't die. Things that we need if you're just joining. If you don't have something like a block, you could use a book. Right now I'm using If We Were Giants by Dave Matthews and someone else. Or anything else. Actually, you don't even really need it, the book part, but you'll see. Or a stuffed animal, or a pillow, or something. If you don't have a weight, you can use a can. Just go ahead and like grab those things and then come back and meet me back over here. I'll show you with all of my props. Shall we start? Shall we start? I'm Ashley for those that are just joining. This will be a 60-minute power yoga class. Do what you can do, rest when you need to rest. As always in my classes, hopefully my children stay outside and they don't come and interrupt. Hopefully my dogs that are in the corner over here don't bark. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's start right into downward facing dog. Fingers, make sure in your down dog that your fingers are nice and spread, really spread. And this knuckle especially, this knuckle, is pushing down flat. And I hope those on Facebook, I'm trying a different orientation, so hopefully it actually turns it for you and I'm not sideways. And Instagram, you're just vertical. Alright, fingers nice and spread, feet are about 2 fist widths apart. Look towards your thighs, firm your thighs. Push those knuckles down in your hands for 3, 2, good morning. This is Ashley. We're doing 60-minute power yoga today. Come and join us. 1, inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, plant that right foot in between your hands. If your foot doesn't get there on its own, doesn't get there, use your hand to help it the rest of the way. Inhale, arms rise. 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands to heart. Start to lean forward. Good. Reach your arms forward. Reach your hands back. Forward and lift them up. Back. Forward. Back. Forward, lift them up. Back. 1 more forward. And back. Bring them back to heart. Scooch back so I'm in the center of the frame. Lift your back foot off the floor. Lift, lift, lift. Reach arms forward. Crunch your knee in, hands in. Reach your hands forward, extend. Tap the toe down. Lift up. Crunch in. Extend. Tap. Lift up. Crunch in. Extend. Tap. Maybe you don't extend the hands and you just keep them in prayer the whole time. Extend, tap, lift up, crunch in, extend, tap, lift, crunch, extend, tap. 3 more, lift, crunch, extend, tap. 2 more, lift, crunch, extend, tap, lift, crunch, extend. 1 more. Lift, crunch, extend, tap, and standing splits. Hands come down, that leg goes up. Walk your hands closer to your foot Maybe you can grab it with your right hand. 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. That front foot moves back a little bit. Look in between your thumbs. Hands are flat. You're not tucking your thumb under. Thumb is down. You're going to switch feet, switch feet, switch feet, switch feet. Maybe your feet get a little bit bigger. Look in between your thumbs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog, child's pose, because I need a child's pose. Rest your forehead down. So for those that are just joining us, we only did one side so far. We're going to do the other side. Stay in your child's pose. Here are some things that you might need. If you don't have a block, I'm out of breath from that. You can use a book. You could use a stuffed animal or a pillow or any kind of like squishy object. If you don't have a weight, which I'm only using 5 pounds, you could use a can or anything else that's kind of heavy that you can hold in one hand. All right, still in child's pose. This doesn't scroll on me. Hi, Gina. All right. Another 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes, hips high, down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, plant it in between the hands. Inhale, arms rise. Palms face each other. 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands to heart. Lean forward. Reach your arms forward. Lift them up. Take them back. Reach forward and up. Back. Forward. Exhale back. Forward. Exhale back. Last time forward and back. Hands to heart. You're going to lift your back foot off the floor. Lift. You can keep your hands in prayer the whole time, or reach your arms forward. Tuck the toe down. Lift up. Crunch. Extend. Tap. Lift. Crunch. Extend. Tap. Lift. Crunch. Extend. 3. Lift. Crunch. Extend. 4. Lift. Crunch. Extend. 5. Lift. Crunch. Extend. 6. Lift. Crunch. Extend. 7. I'm dying too. Crunch. Extend. 1 more. 8. Lift. Crunch. Extend. Hands down. Standing splits. Ugh. Maybe grab an ankle or just walk your hands closer to your foot. Lift the top leg higher. 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. That front foot moves back a little bit. And again, look in between your thumbs. Hands are flat. And maybe you just do little switches. Or a little bit bigger. Look in between your thumbs. Arms are straight. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Child's pose. Breathing in and out through your nose, trying to get your heart rate down a little bit. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck toes, down dog, jumper step through to seated. knees to chest. Bring a little bit of core in, so I'm in your view. All right. Give your knees a good hug. If you want to rock side to side, you can. Still breathing in and out through the nose. Bring your hands in front of your knees. Push the knees away. Arms are straight. So my arms are not bent. I'm pushing my knees away while my knees are kind of pushed into my hand, but my arm stays straight. Lift your chin and chest. Extend your right arm, right leg. Exhale, tap. Inhale, extend 2. Exhale, tap. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale, tap. Rest. And do the other side. Press into your knees. Lift your chin and chest. Push, push, push that right knee away. Inhale, left side. Extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. 3. Tap. 4. Straight arms. Tap. 5. Tap. Rest. That one also makes my jaw a little tired because you're straining to hold up, right? All right, grab behind your knees. Rock and roll yourself up to seated. Navasana. Here are your options. Hands behind your knees, toes are tapped to the floor, and lean back. Maybe the feet can come off the floor. Maybe hands can extend. Maybe legs can extend. 5. Open the collarbones, so don't round into the back. 4. 3. 2. 1. Feet come down. Hands can be behind you to help push yourself up, or try no hands, push yourself up. All right. I may regret doing these. I put down 2 of them in my classes normally, but since I'm teaching it, we're only going to do 1, because I'm doing this with you. All right. If you've been in my classes before, you know this is a dangerous situation to be in. No, it's not really dangerous, but toes are turning out. Heels are trying to get together, and knees are nice and wide. Fingertips are going to come to the floor. If you can't reach the floor with straight legs, you can use an object, any object. So when you straighten, you can reach something. If you can't reach the floor, with your heels lifted. And I'm going to show from the side. Toes are turned out, heels are lifted. So I want you to think like someone is pushing you into the gut, and then you come back into that starting pose. We're going to do 25 of them, 1 time through, as fast as you can. I'll go a little bit slower than as fast as I can. And rest when you need to rest. Here we go, Kundalini frogs. Breathe in and out through the nose. Going till you're done with 25, and when you're done, just take a forward fold. Maybe your knees are a little bent in your forward fold. Come back to seated. I'm just facing the other way just because you don't have to face the other way. Face whichever way you want. Navasana number 2. Here, 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 or here. 5, 4, 3. Open the collarbones, spread the shoulders. 2, 1. Cross your shins. I'm going to go back to where I was. Downward facing dog. Drop your knees. Grab either your can or your weight, whatever you have that's semi-heavy. And again, you don't have to have anything. This will be a challenge in and of itself. You're going to place it on the right side of your mat, near your right hand, and then come back to down dog. Remember, fingers are spread, feet are about 2 fist widths apart. Push those knuckles down, look to your thighs. Inhale, right leg. Plant it in between the hands, runner's lunge. Right hand is going to hold the weight. It's on the outside of my right leg. You're going to lift your elbow, elbow this. Actually, I'm going to turn to the other side so you can see what I'm doing. My right hand has the weight. And lift your elbow. Extend your hands. You're twisting. Bring your hand to the armpit and back towards the floor. Elbow, lift, armpit, floor. Elbow, lift, armpit, floor. One more. Elbow, lift, armpit, floor. Set it down. Bring your foot into a kickstand. You could stay in that runner's lunge or come into a kickstand. And watch my back foot. It went from there to there. Toe is pointing towards the front. And we do it again. Elbow, lift, armpit, down. Lift your hips. Elbow, lift, armpit, down. 2 more. Elbow, lift, armpit. 1 more. Elbow, lift, armpit, down. You can stay right here or stack your feet or stagger your feet. Try stacking. And we do it 1 more time. Elbow, lift, armpit, down. 2, lift. 3, lift. Last 1, lift, and down. Vinyasa. We haven't done one yet. Chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. And I'm just going to flip sides so you can see me from the other side. You can stay where you're at. Weight is on the outside of the left hand now. Let's just move it over. Inhale, left leg. Plant it, runner's lunge. Good. Block in your left hand. Block. Weight or can or whatever you have or nothing in your left hand. Start with the elbow first. Elbow, lift, armpit, down. 2, lift, breathe. 3, 4, kickstand foot. Other foot turns. Shoulder underneath the wrist, so it's not way out there, right? Right underneath the wrist. Hips are not sagging to the floor, they're lifting. And we go, 4 more. Elbow, lift, armpit, down. 2, lift. 3, lift. And 4, lift. Okay, either stay right there or stack your feet. Again, hips are not sagging, but they're lifting. Elbow, lift, armpit, down. 2, lift. 3, lift. And 4, lift, armpit, down. Take a vinyasa. Weight, whatever object you have, goes off to the side. Drop your knees, rest, child's pose. If you need to roll out those wrists in your child's pose, you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. So you're looking in between your thumbs. You're going to bend your knees and get a little bounce in the knees. You're going to jump as light as you can, so not landing hard, landing like a feather. Jump your feet around your hands. And back to down dog. 5 of those. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, and stay forward on your 5th one. So stay up at the front. Scooch back so I'm in the middle of your screen. Good. Okay. Shoulders are going to try and reach underneath your leg. Shoulder under the leg. So I like to grab my calf, wiggle my shoulders under. Then when they're as far under as they can go for you, fingertips come down, try to get the palms down, fingertips pointing forward. Sink your hips down. And see if you can get your heels on top of your fingertips, or heels in front of your fingertips, or right foot over left, cross the legs, Bhujapadasana. 5, 4, 3, 2. I wish I was there with you to help you. 1, feet come back down, release the arms, turn the toes out, Malasana squat. I'm going to face you. The toes are turned out, knees are open. Maybe the heels are still lifted, that's okay. Elbows on the inside, hands to heart, lift your chest. 3. Good morning to those that are watching. This is a 60-minute power yoga class. We'll be done at 9:30 Arizona time. 2, 1. Right arm is going to come in front of your right shin. Left arm can open up, or left hand can go behind the back, grab. Now if you have the grab, I'm going to give you more. Otherwise you're going to stay either right here or right here. If you have the bind where your hands are clasped behind your back, you're going to step onto your left foot and lift the bound foot for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come down if you came up. And we do the other side. So either left arm is in front, right arm rises, it's a twist. And make sure that you're not collapsing your knees in on this one, but you're lifting through the arches, or you take a bind, or you bind and lift, standing on your right foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come down. And everyone down dog. Or you can go through a vinyasa to get there. Take a good inhale through the nose. Let it out the mouth. Alright. Hands stay planted. Bring your feet off to the right side of your mat. Okay. I'm in the center of the frame. Okay. Lift the foot that's closest to the edge of the mat. So for me it's my left foot. And I'm going to hop over to the other side of my mat and land on my left and lift my right. It looks like this. So only one foot ever touches the floor. Unless I fall. Look in between your thumbs and just hop from one side to the other, and you're switching feet. So it's kind of like when we were doing the handstand hops, but you're hopping over your mat. Over your mat. Now see if you can make the legs a little bit bigger. Hop over. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and do one more. And back to center, child's pose, and rest. Forehead on the mat, or you can sit up with me. This is how I like to rest. My Fitbit's lying. My heart rate is way higher than 89. Now it's climbing. Breathe. So for this next one, you're gonna need your squishy object, like a stuffed animal. I'm gonna use my block. Maybe I will use the stuffed animal. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Now my heart rate's 122. All right. That seems more accurate. How's your heart rate? Breathe. When you're ready, and very slowly, you're going to come to stand. So take it nice and slow. Facing me. How are we all doing? Are you still there? Are you all still there? Hi, Jeanette. You know, Instagram doesn't tell me how many people are here. Hi, Cassie. All right. So your block, if you have one, or a stuffed animal, or you could even use like a pillow. I could use the pillow. It's gonna go behind my knee. Or behind my knee, or behind my knee, okay? I'm gonna use my block, because I think it's harder. All right, so behind the knee is gonna go in line with your other knee. Hands can be wherever you want them. I think I'm gonna have mine in prayer. So I'm really squeezing my calf, and I'm putting my knee back a little bit so it's not out in front of me. It's back a little bit, and it's making my hamstring engage right away. All right. Bring your knee up to the front. Flex the foot, shoulders back. Even if your hands are here, shoulders are back, or hands are here, shoulders are back. Take your leg off to the right. Rotate it down, and push the knee back to the front. Breathe. To the side. To the back. Push up, push up. To the front for 4, 3, 2, 1 to the side, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the back, 4, 3, lift it up, 2, 1 to the front, 4, point the toe, 3, 2, 1 to the side, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the back, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just trying to squeeze it tighter to the front. 3, 2, 1. Side. 3, 2, 1. Back. 3, 2, 1. Front. 2, 1. Side. 2, 1. Back. 2, 1. 1 count. 1 side. 1, then back and release. Shake out. All right, other side. Take your object, place it behind your other knee, line up your knees, flexing the heel, hands wherever you want. You should already feel that hamstring engage. Even if you don't have anything, that hamstring is still engaged. All right, to the front. To the side. To the back. To the front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the back and really push it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the front. Point the toe. 4, 3, 2, 1 side. 4, 3, 2, 1 back. 4, push it back. 3, 2, 1 to the front. 3, 2, 1, to the side, 3, 2, 1, to the back, 3, 2, 1, to the front, 2, 1, side, 2, 1, back, 2, 1, 1 count, 1, side, back, rollies. Ugh. All right, we did that, we did that. Let's do, before we do this next one on the ground, while we're still standing, if you have a wall space, you may not even need it, mind you. You can use a wall space if you're already kicking up. I'll come down so you can see my face. If you're already kicking up into a handstand, you can use a wall space. I'm going to use that wall even though my couch is in front of it. You don't have to use a wall space at all. I'll show you without the wall space. Hands are going to be down. And just like we did in the beginning, but you're going to try and hold something. And we're just doing one leg up. We're not switching yet. Okay? But if you're not using a wall space, maybe it's here. Okay? Otherwise, find your wall. This will be mine. Hands plant. Pick which leg you're going to start up with. And let's do, how about I do a timer? We'll do that. We'll do a timer. Countdown. Let's do 30 seconds each leg. Sound good? Yes. You can't tell me. I don't even get to hear your groans and grunts in class. All right, 30 seconds it is. Pick which leg you've got and go. Okay, rest. 30 seconds, that was fast. Okay. Gotta do the other leg. Make sure your hands are nice and flat in this. You're not tucking your thumbs under. And your arms are staying straight. Another little tidbit is make sure you're not back here with your shoulders, but your shoulders are stacked over your wrist. So when you lift a leg, you're already partway there. Versus if you're back here, you have a long way to go, and you're more likely to round the back. We call it a banana back, where the hips go that way versus up. All right, pick your leg. Let me get my timer. Which leg was I on? So I'm this way. And 30 seconds, go. No, I did it wrong. I'm on this side. Definitely have one side that I like to use over the other. Ugh. And rest. I wasn't as successful on that side. Take a child's pose, maybe roll out the wrists. Okay, so the next object, you need either a block or an iPad or a book. I'll use the book. Or nothing. Mind you, nothing is what I normally use in class. Even I don't even use blocks because they become quite difficult. Book is easier than a block because it's heavy. What's everyone's heart rate at? It's hard teaching live classes, guys. I hope you like them. Hi, Shelly. All right, you're gonna come onto your belly. You're gonna place the book or the block, wherever you have that's flat or nothing, on the sole of your right foot. And balance it. Okay. Once you have that there, your belly button, when we're on the floor, we are likely to push the belly button into the floor and it kind of arches the back. I want you to think like you're trying to bring your belly button up into your spine. And notice how that changes my pelvic tilt. Easier option, hands are on the forehead. Harder option, you're propping yourself up on your elbows and really trying to get that pelvic tilt where the belly button pulls up into the spine versus here. So there's this difference between this and this. I'm not lifting my hips, I'm just lifting my belly button. Okay, make sure also if you're on your elbows, you're not jumping into your shoulders. Pushing out of the shoulders, belly button pulling in, or you're on your hands, this is easier, but still belly button pulling in. All right, lift your right knee up without your object falling off and pull that belly button up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take it off to the right. 5, 4, it's still off the floor. 3, 2, 1, to the center, set it down. Okay, now we're gonna lift up, take it out, set it down, lift up, bring it in, set it down 5 times. Always try and bring that belly button into the spine. Hands flat, lift the knee up, take it out, set it down, lift up, bring it in, set it down, up, out, down, up, in, down. Round 3, up, out, down, up, in, down. And if it keeps falling, then just release it and try it with nothing. One more round, up, out, down, up, in, down. And we switch sides. How'd you do? Again, you're either on your forehead, belly button pulling up, or you're on your elbows, pushing out of your shoulders, belly button pulling up. We start with just the lift and hover. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. Down and rest. All right, so we're going to lift up, take it out, set it down. Lift up, in, set it down. If you can lift your knee very high, you're more than likely pushing into your belly button to get the arch from the back, not from the hip flexor. So belly button pulls up, so it's a very small movement. I can't lift mine very high. Get set, belly button up, lift the knee up, take it out, set it down. Lift up, in, down. Round 2, out, down, up, in, down. Round 3, up, out, down, belly button up, in, down. Round 4, up, out, down, up, in, down. Last round, up, out, down, up, in, down. Release. Did your object stay on your foot? Notice how it'd be harder with a block because the block is lighter. So this tends to tip off easier. All right. Sit back, child's pose, stretch out the back. Four, 3, 2, 1. Come forward onto your belly. Take your right arm. I'm going to flip around so you can see what my arm is doing. You're going to take your right arm out to the right. Straight out from your shoulder, so it's not too far down, it's not too far up. This is straight out from my shoulder, even though from your angle it doesn't look like it is. There. From your angle it looks like it's too high, but it is straight out from my shoulder. Other hand is going to come on fingertips. I'm going to look to the left, head can come down, bend my left, keep my right shoulder on the floor, and I'm going to twist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back around, and we go to the other side. The left arm goes out, straight out from the shoulder, right fingertips to the floor, look to the right, bend your right, and twist. Keep your left shoulder down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back around. That's one of my favorite stretches. While you're on your belly, you're going to bend your knees, reach for your feet. Maybe reach for your ankles. If you can grab your feet, bring the knees back together. Don't worry, I'm going to show you what to do if you can't reach for the feet. Flex your ankles if you can. If you can't reach for your feet, you're either going to be here, reaching, or like a skydiver. All right, chin back. Knees together. Flex the heels and lift up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, lift a little higher, 2, 1. Tuck your toes, toes tucked. Lift your kneecaps. Hands plant right underneath your shoulders. See if you can keep your kneecaps lifting, lifting, lifting. Lift your shoulders a little more. 5. Really engage your quads. 4, 3, 2. See if you can, without your knees touching the floor, push back up into a plank. Push. How did it go? And back to down dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Jump or step through to seated. And you're going to lay down. Supta Padangusthasana. Go ahead and give your knees a little squeeze. I roll around just so I get comfortable on the mat. Not because I'm trying to roll out my back, but I'm just trying to get even, make sure everything's situated. Take your right leg to the sky and plant your left foot. You can use a strap or a towel or something, or you can just hold the back of the leg or try to get above your knee. Point the toe, flex. Point, flex. Point, flex. Point, and flex. Peace finger around your right big toe, or if you're holding a strap, you're holding the strap in your right hand, but trying to get it up as high as you can go. Left leg straightens out. Left hand, left thigh, and you're going to point, 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 point. You can't see it in Instagram really, but you're pointing your left foot. Padangusthasana, Supta Padangusthasana, lifting your chin towards your shin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head comes down, inhale. Leg goes off to the right, but try to keep your left hip down. So don't let your left hip roll with you. Keep it grounded. 5. That's why I also have my hand on my thigh to help remind that hip to stay down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg comes back up. Opposite hand is going to grab the leg as high up as you can get, maybe to the outside of the foot. Your right arm can come down, and it's a small movement across the body for 5. Getting into the back of the leg, your piriformis. So it's not a twist. It's not all the way to the floor where my back peels off. My back is still on the floor, and I'm just crossing the leg over the midline. 2. And the more you flex your heel, the more you're going to feel it. 1, release. Other side. So start with planting the right foot and lifting the left leg up. Grab behind the left leg, if you can, above the knee. Point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Peace finger around the big toe. Straighten out the right. Right hand is on your thigh. Lift chin to shin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, head down. Leg off to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. Right hand grabs the leg as high up as you can go, maybe to the outside of the foot. Other hand comes down, and it's a small movement across the body. So see, my back stays on the floor. It doesn't peel off. 5. So I feel mine right in this area. Some people feel it all the way up into the back of the knee. Some people feel it in the hip crease. 3. Flex the heel more. 2. 1. My Instagram likes to tell me when I've spent an hour on it, and then I like to ignore it. We still have a couple minutes. Good. Go ahead and rock and roll yourself up to seated. Right foot comes on your inner thigh. Left leg extended. Flex your left foot so it's not rolling out on you. Flex the foot. Sit up nice and tall. Line your sternum up with the leg. Janu Shirshasana A. 5. Push forward, look forward. 4. 3. 2. 1. Inhale brings you up. Both legs come out straight. Maybe move skin out of the way. Sitting up nice and tall. Flex the feet. Inhale, arms. Paschimottanasana and fold. 5. Even if you can't reach the toes, you just go where you can reach. 4. Look forward. Push your chest to your heart. I said that wrong. Push your heart to your feet. 2. 1. Inhale brings you up. Left foot comes in this time. Janu Shirshasana A. Line your sternum up with the leg. Make sure this foot doesn't roll out. It's staying flexed. And reach out with your heart. 5. 4. 3. 2. Keep breathing. 1. Inhale, sit up tall. This time bring your right foot in with you. Soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Maybe move skin out of the way so your pelvis is tipping forward. Open your feet up like a book so the big toes pull away. Sit up tall, push your chest out. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Inhale, sit up tall. Take your legs out into a V. So not as physically wide as you can. Move out skin. Flex your feet. Sit up tall. Make sure your pelvis again is tipping forward so So not just the spine rounding, the actual front of the pelvis is moving forward. If you need to sit on a rolled up blanket or something, you can. We're going to fold forward, so if you're there, go there. If you find you're having a hard time sitting up in this one, maybe your pelvis is tucked under, so you kind of feel like this. If that's your case, you can take a rolled up mat, you can take a block, or whatever you have on hand. I'm going to use a pillow because that's usually what we have at home. You're going to sit on it and then kind of scooch off. So see how my pelvis went forward on that? That's what we want. And then you fold. And if you're still folding, we're there for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sit up tall. Good. Take the block or whatever you have underneath you out of the way. Hands behind you. Take your knees or your feet wide, maybe wider than your mat. I don't care which direction your hands are facing, that's not what we're focusing on. You're going to bring your right knee without your hips moving, so keep your hips grounded, right knee in. Don't move the foot, just bring the right knee in, and don't move your other knee, don't move it out. So what I see a lot of people do is use their hips to bring the knee to the floor. Don't use your hip, just let it drop in naturally. 2, 1, knee up, left knee in. 5, don't let the other one roll out. 4, 3, 2, 1, knee up. Both knees in, knock your knees together. Then keeping your knees glued together, heel toe, your feet apart, as far as you can go before the knees come apart. And then if you'd like more, sit up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, heel toe them in. Good, shake them out. And make sure I don't run out of time on our Instagram. Let's do one more, logs of fire. I'm going to show you options. Easier option is cross your right ankle over your left knee where it's above your kneecap. Bottom heel slides in straight, not at an angle, straight, and you flex the top foot and push your chest towards your shin. That's option 1. Option 2, your left leg comes in at a 90-degree angle, and notice I brought my knee in. So I didn't just bring my ankle in, I brought my knee over. Bony part of your right ankle is going to go on the soft part of your knee, like so. Maybe yours looks like this. Maybe the knee can come down. I'm going to adjust so I'm squared to the front. Here's the key on this one. If you're doing the double legs like I am, make sure this bottom leg is not tucked in or you're not going to feel it quite right. Bottom leg is out, so you're trying to stack it. It's called, here's your logs, there's your fire. And as always, if you need more, you just push your chest forward more. This is one of my favorites. So everyone's is going to look a little different. It could look like this, it could look like this, it could look like this, or this, or this, or this. Oh, I went hiking yesterday, so this one feels good on my hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to switch sides. So right leg was on top this time. Now your left leg is going to be on top. Either making your number 4, pushing your chest forward, or logs of fire. Again, making sure that bottom foot is not tucked in, it's out. You choose your shape. We're here for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sitting up tall. Go ahead and make your way onto your back. We have 4 minutes left for Shavasana. Please take the time to do Shavasana instead of just ending now. Use this time to relieve that stress, relieve that anxiety. That's one of the most important parts of this whole yoga practice, is to just release. So we lay down on the back. Hands are open at your side. You can have your knees bent and knocking together if that helps relieve your back. Or legs are straight, and I kind of wiggle around a little bit. I untuck my tailbone. Sometimes I look up and make sure I'm nice and straight. I'm going to give this a go and try playing music for you in your Shavasana. Everyone take a good inhale through the nose. Let it out the mouth. Ah. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Let it out. Ah. Inhale through the nose. Let it out. Ah. Let your eyes close. Releasing the tension in between your eyebrows. You're not pursing your lips. Your lips are soft and smooth. Your shoulders are relaxed. I wish I were there with you to push on all your shoulders. Maybe you can get a child to come push on your shoulders. Or if you have a really well-trained dog and they're nice and sturdy, have them push on your shoulders. Even out your breathing. Relax your hips. You're no longer gripping anything. Your muscles are softening. Your muscles are relaxing. Take another deep inhale. Let it out. Tomorrow will be Ashtanga, 8:30. Have a good morning.